we've been having this little conversation about the Jets and the Niners, whether or not Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh had a double secret private conversation out of respect to one another, letting each other know where each other stands. So now that we've been thinking about that for maybe 2-3 weeks, how likely do you think it is that the Jets know who the Niners are taking and vice versa?
Okay, I just want to add a little to your preamble, not only out of respect for each other, but out of love for each other. Right, because they're such close friends.
They're brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah.
And Bobby Saleh. They're just really close friends. And they're on the horn all the time. So I'm going to take this one and you take that one. And I want to give you a leg up. Here's what I say. I am not in the confidence of either man, but I covered the NFL for a long time. There is no way. Iggy, there is no way they are talking to each other. In fact, there is every way they're not talking to each other. First of all, I don't think they're that close.
Second, they have a business relationship. They're not family.
Business relationship.
Yeah.
He never called him Robert. He called him Saleh all the time.
That's right. Yeah.
Which is a distancing thing to do.
Yeah.
Now they're out and out competitors in the league and for draft choices. So I would say no way. What do you think, Iggy?
No way. Absolutely not. It seems to me that there's a million. What Kyle could have done is say, Robert, come on, man, give me something here. Like, you don't have to tell me who you're going to take, but tell me who you're not going to take. Are you not going to take Zach Wilson? And all Saleh has to say, and it's not even a lie, is, man, there's a lot of time left. There's a lot of time. What do you want from me, man? I mean, I could tell you we like him. Things change. We could get an offer. Someone could have, a DUI. Things change. It's a fluid process. So I think Saleh could weasel out of that one easily. Hey, sorry, Kyle. I mean, it's not my call. It's the GM's call, and he hasn't even made his mind up yet. Easy way to weasel out of that. And then there's a lot of reasons that you wouldn't. I mean, say the Niners and Jets end up swapping picks on draft day. The Niners did that with the Bears 4 years ago. The Niners had pick 2, Bears had pick 3, and neither team really knew who the other one wanted. The Niners traded down thinking the Bears would take Solomon Thomas. And the Bears traded up thinking the Niners wanted Mitchell Trubisky. So they made the move one more time to get Trubisky when the Niners never wanted him in the first place. So I think it's in both teams' interest to have that mystery out there.
Also, Saleh has to learn how to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of bluff. It's poker. There's a lot of bluffing, and he has to learn how to do it. He's learning for the Jets. He's no longer employed by the 49ers. So we both agree there's no way they're talking. There's no way they're talking to each other. I mean, I don't even, let alone disclosing information. They're not even talking to each other.
Right. And there's some speculation that like Kyle Shanahan doesn't even tell John Lynch because it's just a need to know for Kyle and his dad. Who's to say Saleh even knows who the Jets are going to take? I mean, that's not his call. He'll have input, but that's Joe Douglas's call. It's a different setup over there. So Saleh can always say, I don't even know. Well, he'll tell me eventually.
I have a second part of this, a question.
Yes.
I want to do it 2 ways. One, the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Jets would love to know who Kyle is going to take? And even though Kyle comes after, and why would the Jets want to know?
Well, naturally, Robert Saleh looks up to Kyle Shanahan. Robert Saleh's offensive coordinator is trying to recreate what Shanahan did, was an underling of Shanahan. I'm sure you'd like to know who they think they want. And I think it's probably nerve-wracking to know that the guy that mentored your offensive coordinator didn't try to take your pick. He went right behind you. It's almost like he's saying, you're going to mess this up.
Right.
I don't care who you take. You're going to mess this up, and I'm going to get the right guy. So it's like, oh, my God. Who does he want? He doesn't want who we want? Maybe we should want who he wants. Or maybe he wants us to want who he wants so he can get who you know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they want us to think that. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love it. And I agree with you. So Saleh has pressure. Yes. It's like, if I take this one, maybe he wants me to take this one, but I should really take the one he wants. I wish I knew who he wants. That's obvious. Okay, does Shanahan want to know who Saleh's going to take?
Oh my God. It's essential. It's so important that when he made the trade up, I think me and a lot of people were like, there's no way they make that trade without knowing who Saleh's going to take. How do you mortgage the future of your franchise and not even know who's going to be available. Like, oh, we'll take one of those two guys, and we like both of them. Usually, you trade up for someone you know is going to be available. Like when the Washington traded up for RG3, everyone knew Andrew Luck was going to be the pick. There wasn't like, well, we hope RG3 will be there. You'd think they want to know who the Jets. Yes, absolutely. Dad, can you imagine that the Niners traded up and they're like, well, we don't exactly know who we're going to get, but we really like that spot in the draft. Okay. What if the Jets trade out? What if someone makes the Jets an offer they can't refuse at the last minute and the Jets trade out and the guy the Niners thought they were going to get isn't there? I mean, yeah. That's where the conspiracy theory comes from. It's like the Niners, you can't go up without knowing, right? Right? I guess you could.
Iggy, I'm going to introduce a very interesting concept.
Please do.
Spies.
Ooh.
Spies.
Tell me. Explain.
Like, I'm using a generic. I'm not talking about Shanahan and I'm not talking about Saleh. But wouldn't a coach like to have a spy in another coaching staff and get tips?
Oh my God. Why would you not?
I want to tell you something.
Yes.
When I was a sports writer before I retired, I heard a rumor that a certain manager / coach was able to get into other coaching staffs and learn strategy and draft picks. I'm not going to say what league, and I'm not going to say who it was.
Wow.
I don't even know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that he was adept at getting into other coaching staffs.
It seems to me that these coaches want any edge they could possibly get.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
And Iggy, after we're done, we'll talk. I'll tell you who it is.
I gotta know.
Yeah, but again, it's a rumor. I never tried to corroborate it, but a well-placed source told me that, and I thought, wow, I never even thought of that. There's subterfuge, obviously, in these leagues.
Yeah, and I think one way that teams compete is for information.
Yes.
And one of the things that the Patriots were always accused for was trying to get information unethically. Everything else is pretty even with the salary cap and all the different stuff, but information. Yeah, if you had a spy on another team, and there's a lot of crossover, there's a lot of relationships between the Jets and Niners. It'd be interesting to see how the efforts they're going to confuse the other one. Because
remember, I was speaking generically. I was not speaking about Shanahan and Saleh. No. I've never heard anything like that about either of them.
All right, we got a few donations. Let's address them real quick, and then we'll get back to our regular scheduled programming. Michael Mock says, I think I'm one of the first with this idea, or maybe trying to speak it into existence. Penei Sewell at number 3. Maybe we don't need a crapshoot quarterback. Okay, what he's saying here, and it's very interesting. Instead of the quarterback, take the best player. And I've said it's Kyle Pitts, the tight end. A lot of people like this left tackle. He's so good that, you know how some years, if there isn't a quarterback that people like, an offensive tackle will go number 1? He would be one of those guys. He's great. But again, he's not a quarterback. You don't trade up that far for a non-quarterback. The only thing is, I would say, is we didn't trade up. They traded up. Now that they're there, they might want to do the right thing. Dad, what do you think?
They already got a left tackle. They paid a fortune for that left tackle. How many?
Yeah, and the right tackle we're trying to be more positive about.
Yeah. So no. I you know what? Thanks for the donation. By the way, I never see any of this money. Iggy gets everything.
That's right. I don't share it all.
Sometimes he calls me and says, Dad, we made a lot of money today. I said, we?
What do you mean we?
What do you mean we?
What is this
I'm donating my time.
The royal we? That's true.
Iggy, they got to take a quarterback. If they don't take a quarterback, I think my brains will come out my ears.
Sheerism says Kyle and John made it clear they think there's 3 guys they can win with. That's super rare to have 3 guys that are studs in one draft. Why are so many fans confident in their pick? Yeah. Why are they so confident the 3rd best quarterback in this draft is going to be a franchise guy? That's I guess where I keep going back to other positions. Like, you're going for the 3rd best quarterback. Good luck with that.
In addition, a lot of quarterbacks don't work out, but some quarterbacks do work out. So as opposed to you, who actually knows something, I know nothing about these players. I don't pay attention until they come into the NFL. One of the guy they get could be Joe Montana.
Could be.
I am in no position to say yes or no. And that's why I got to say, Iggy, you're getting a lot of mileage out of this draft.
It's amazing.
Which doesn't happen for another 2 weeks, right?
More than that. So thank goodness for that trade up. Otherwise, God knows where we'd be. But to this guy's point, like, I was doing a little research. Quarterbacks taken in the top 5 the last 10, 15 years. The ones that really lived up to expectations, I mean, Andrew Luck didn't even play till he was 30. Matt Ryan's still playing. He was the number 3 pick in the 2007 draft, but really overwhelmingly, almost every quarterback taken top 5 the last 10, 15 years has not been a franchise guy. It's you need to take the risk, but the Niners compounded the risk by trading up, and they're probably not going to get the right guy. And it's very, very troubling, but it's not my problem. Hopefully they get it right.
I disagree with you. You say they're probably not going to get the right guy. I'm going to say they may not get the right guy, but they may get the right guy. I do not see the future.
Only reason I say probably is because of history. 75% of these guys don't usually work out in the first round.
Okay.
You got a 25% chance, historically speaking, and the Niners have a good team.